This is the longest of the trio of passes in the higher sections of Namaqualand, east of Gurries and Commiskroon, along the north-south axes on the P2943. The aptly named Groenkloof Pass traverses a narrow valley compressed between tall granite mountains. This valley is surprisingly well watered and green and becomes a flower wonderland in spring. The 5.9 kilometer long pass gets quite steep on its southern side with gradients around 1 in 7, and there are 1 or 2 very sharp corners to contend with. The road is suitable for all vehicles except in very wet weather, when a four-wheel drive would be a better option. We filmed this pass from north to south. Regardless of which direction you travel along this road, you will end up traversing all 3 of the passes on the P2943. These are from north to south, the Dryklip, Lelyfontein and Groenkloof passes. This enjoyable and very scenic pass has quite a big altitude variance of 251 meters and some very sharp corners, most of which occur over a short section towards the southern end of the pass. From the northern start and summit point of 1,385 meters, the road heads towards the east-southeast and begins descending very gradually at 1 in 40. Along this section you can relax and enjoy the fabulous Namaqualand vistas of rounded granite boulders and wide views of these big mountains. Soon a smaller gravel road connects with the P2943 from the left, which originates from Lelyfontein. The big mountain immediately to the left is called Johannesberg. It has a summit height of 1,550 meters. To your right is a wide and surprisingly fertile valley with a tall ridge of mountains known as Vissersplaat with an altitude of 1,478 meters. The road heads along this valley, meandering through easy corners and descending gradually till the 1.5 kilometer point, where a wide bend to the right changes the direction into the south-southeast and the gradient suddenly increases to 1 in 25. The actual entrance into the Groenkloof itself is reached at the 2.8 kilometer mark, as the bulky mountain of 1,583 meters on the left dominates the views to the east, and just a little further to the southeast is the slightly lower Sittensberg. As the kloof narrows, the road loses its easy gradients and bends, and speed needs to be lowered to a suggested 30 kilometers per hour, as the gradients suddenly get as steep as 1 in 7, and the bends and corners increase sharply in both frequency and radius. There are 19 sharp bends along this section alone and 1 cattle grid, which is located at the 4.2 kilometer mark. There are many places to stop safely along this road, where you can take in the solitude and majesty of the Namaqualand mountain scenery. If you enjoy these gravel passes and the wildflowers, we recommend a circular route which is better driven in a clockwise direction, starting at Commiskroon via the Commiesberg, Klipdry, Lelyfontein, Groenkloof and Studers or Langkloof passes, ending again at Gurries on the N7. The pass ends at the 5.9 kilometer mark adjacent to the farm Koorlandskloof. Continue for a further 2.5 kilometers to arrive at Dikreis, where you have route options. To return to Gurries via Studers Pass, turn right here. To return to Gurries via the Langkloof Pass and the Skeinshoogte Pass, go straight on. This latter option involves several farm gates to be opened and closed and is the slower of the 2 route options.